Okay, well, we should be live. With any luck, anyway. We are using now the paid-for version of EV Monks
Ooh.
because I finally decided to throw some money down
What?
at it to see if it got any better. And it did. Things
Nice.
generally get better when you throw money at it. Generally. Yeah. Still a big F you to StreamYards. We are
Suck on
having
that.
our Sunday Funday content. This is the Sundays where we run playtest games of games still in development, sometimes just a random one-shot just for funsies. In this case, we are playing a playtest game that had a successful Kickstarter run. It's called the Immortals White Box by Lost Legacy Gaming. You can see the Kickstarter link at the bottom of the screen. Currently, there is no way to take pre-orders. He's working on that. So we will update folks if you're interested in getting this. And this is kind of the Immortals. It comes from the fact that you can go from 0 level, which we'll be playing tonight, up to levels where you will have kingdoms and you'll have diplomacy and eventually getting to the Immortals. Yeah, it's going to be quite a nice set. Full disclosure, I am editing this beast because it is big. There's a lot of content. And part of playtesting tonight will be for me to understand the rules and see where things can be made, if possible, a little bit more clean and enjoyable. So here we go. Also, this will be slow moving because this will be the first time I've ran these at a table. And there we go. So each of you chose a PDF that had 4 0-level characters, much in the vein of DCC. You don't have to start it this way, but he did write a level 0 adventure, and I thought it would be a great way to ease into this system. So, Brad, tell us who you have as your 4 characters and what their occupations are, because you all live in the same little village, ho-hum little village where you do your little thing to get your little monies. You're not adventurers. You're not.
Well, first up is Telos, and he is an artificer who happens to be trying to find the race on this guy.
It's in that big box on the right.
Is he?
For each
Well, whatever. Let's see. Then we
The
got
name.
Torben, who is a dwarf.
There you
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I missed that. Telos is ancient, is his race.
Yes, an ancient, which is
Yes.
the precursor to elves. You're like, oh, if you again, this game definitely gives me tones of DCC and Rollmaster. So in Rollmaster, the ancients were very much like high men or high elves, like the progenitor of the lowly humans or lowly elves that come to exist later. So that's what an ancient is.
Scum, really.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Ooh. His profession. His profession is an artificer. Okay.
Okay.
The second is Torgen, and he is a dwarf guard. Third is Herschel, who is a human roofer. And fourth and final is Kira, who is a human knight.
Very good. Now, out of those 4, choose one that's going to stay back.
Choose one that's going to stay
Choose one that's going to
back.
stay back. Yes.
You know what? Of all 3 of these, the roofer doesn't sound like they're best suited for much. So, you know what? Telos looks like he's useful as.
Well, you think about that. Just choose which one
Yeah,
you want.
okay,
So
I will.
one of the things that he does with the 0 levels is that everybody gets starts with 4, take 1, and that one may be a 0 level that you find along the way. It is your reinforcement if you lose all others.
Sure.
Okay, John, who do you have?
Well, I got an interesting group here. I got to say that. We've got Gror. Gror is a troll. He's very large. He is a nightman, which is not like a night watchman. He is a nightman. He collects the night soil.
Oh, is he enemy of Dayman?
No, but he is immune to things based on smell.
You're a gong farmer.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Also, the enemy of Particle Man.
That too.
Yes.
Particle Man. Particle Man.
So that's Gror. I've got Bark. Bark is a gnoll. who is who actually is a guard. He's a bit of a big guy, but he's a gnoll. Um, and then I've got Mordo. Mordo is a darkling. Not exactly sure what that is, um, but I'm guessing someone that sticks to the shadows and so forth. That seems to be where the bulk of things are. But they are a professional soldier, and actually know how to use long swords and light armor. And then there's Morgul, the goblin, who is a just a common laborer.
Yeah. So as you
Yeah.
see, the what are normally monstrous races are very much civilized races in this game. So you all live relatively in harmony in the city that you're in. And just so that I can get to it real quick here. So a darkling, I'm just not remembering offhand. So let's take a look at it real quick. So I've explained what an ancient is. You're small humanoids that live primarily in the dark wood. So kind of like almost drow like sort of, but although smaller. Maybe the feature's not quite as elven. You're all ambidextrous, so you're particularly adept at weapon fighting. So
like
here you are.
shadow halflings.
Yeah, there you go. That would work too. That is also a good description. Also, choose one of your characters to
Morgul is going to stay behind.
Sounds good. Chuck.
Hey. Yeah. So my 4. There's Ubla, the orc laborer. Solden, the human winemaker. Kimball, the halfling barber surgeon. And Salil, the elven lady. Her profession is lady. She's 10th from the elven throne, and she comes with a servant that can do stuff for me. I'm going to name this servant Winston.
Winston. Very good. Now, Winston is basically a torchbearer. They will not fight for you.
No.
Okay. But they will do other equally nasty things if you need them to.
Chuck, I kind of want you to spell winemaker with an H. So that he's just a guy who just wines, just comes up with wine.
Completely. All right. So, the great goblin wizard Spinook is dead. His treasures lay unguarded for the taking. Toll, the city that you're in, is the closest town and the first to hear of this great news. A group of brave villagers, probably drunken really, that's you guys, are gathering to try their luck at getting a share of his vast hoard before anyone else finds out. He has stolen from many and is known to have many magical devices. The great goblin lived on the other side of the goblin graveyard, beyond the Flittering Falls. Will you join the mob in their journey for fame and fortune? You pretty much have to say yes, because otherwise we'll just say goodnight. So
yes,
there we go. So you all come from you all come from the same village. You all know each other, and probably are the village ne'er-do-wells, because anyone else would actually be doing their profession right now and making coin instead of talking about grabbing, rolling the body and taking money from a dead guy, which is exactly what you're doing.
Gror would like to go find the treasures of spinach.
I don't think it was named Spinach, but we'll go with it.
Yes, I'm guessing that character John cannot read and is not the one who read that. Yeah, no, this is just some rumors that are going by as one of the people in the local tavern are going out and spreading the word. You just happen to be the first village on his path, so you guys are the first ones to hear about it. Also, probably why you're ne'er-do-wells, because you're at the bar at 8 a.m.
I just got done working. Got a fresh sack.
That's right. You only have the gold that you got from your profession at 0 level. First level characters actually get gold. And you only have the things that are on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's do this as well. So a couple of names were thrown there. The great goblin wizard Spinook, and the fact that he's dead and has a treasure. Now, each of you being in this town for a while have lived under the malaise of this wizard, and probably have had things stolen from you, various things. But each of you know something. So let's just have each of the players roll me a d10, and we'll start with Brad, and you tell me what you have rolled. the standard rumor table that you will find in taverns everywhere.
All right. Let's see. So, got a 3.
You got a 3.
Yes, sir.
You've heard that he's trapped a great dragon in his lair somewhere. You got that from Rosie, the streetwalker. You're pretty sure she was up and up on that. She never lies. Never.
What was she doing? Like,
John, what
matter.
did you get?
I rolled a 4 and got a 3. I got a 9. We'll go with
You got a 9. You heard that a group of thieves actually tried to steal from him before. He's got this gate that kind of covers the cemetery, and they were turned to ash as they climbed over the gate. That's what you
Don't
heard.
climb the gate. Got it.
Chuck.
Just bash it down.
I got a 7.
Okay. Well, a couple of years ago, you actually remember some soldiers and some folks from the local king, we'll just say. I don't know a lot about the history of the area, but we'll say a king sent some troops over because they were kind of just tired of this high muckety muck as well. And they attempted to slay Spinnock. And they were just overcome and forced away by magically animated objects.
Oh.
Of like men that seem to be made out of mud. Yeah. So these are all the rumors that, you guys collectively just know. So you're sitting here finishing off the first beer of the day because that's how you start your days. The water's horrible. What do you want to do? So the graveyard, the cemetery beyond which Spinnock had his lair is only about a 4-hour hike by foot from here. And we are early in the morning because the best beer right off the top of the barrel comes early in the morning.
Duh.
Yeah.
Well, Salil, knowing that this person has mud and or poo monsters guarding his castle, will send Winston to get a couple buckets and fill them with water. And she's going to make Winston bring 2 buckets of water.
Okay. Do you have any cash?
Yes. I've got, let me look. It's the 2, but I've got 2
units of money. What, GPs?
P.
Oh, platinum. Oh, yeah, you are wealthy.
It's the lady. She's
so inconsequential amounts of
Damn.
copper are spent to get a couple of barrels of water or buckets, which I guess your bearer will now be, yoked with these 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would prefer to go at night. As would pretty much all of mine, because they all have penalties for daytime activity. Well, they'll go whenever.
The only reason that you're actually here this early in the morning is because you're still up from last night.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, boy. We're going to be useful today.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like me every day.
There is a certain amount of time sensitivity in the fact that word will start is going to start spreading, and you guys are the first ones to hear about it.
Yep. Well, we gotta go.
Up to you.
The early bird catches the worm, yo.
Winston already has the buckets of water.
I have a shovel.
You know what? Torgen needs a hammer, like a blacksmith style hammer.
Okay.
I do not have that, but I think that would be very useful.
What is
Torgen.
Torgen's occupation?
He's a guard,
okay.
But he does have like architectural knowledge of stone and metal crafting.
So do you want a hammer that is a tool versus an implement of war?
A tool, correct.
A tool. A couple silver for a decent blacksmith's hammer.
Okay.
Do you have that?
I have 5 gold, so
okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Any other things? Like, again, it's just a 4-hour hike from here. But, you only have the things that your characters have on the sheet. So.
Yeah. That's fine.
We're good. What else do we need? I have a servant and scissors and a backpack. Oh, and water skins and rations. We're set.
I kind of get I kind of want to play your servant like a simp. you really don't pay them. They're just doing it because they're madly
Yes.
infatuated with you.
Yes.
That's about right.
I'm good with that.
What's your servant's name again? Winslow?
Winston.
Winston's like, will my lady be bathing in this water later?
No. I only bathe out of tubs made of the finest copper in the region.
I sell your bathing water afterwards.
How dare.
That's nasty.
That's Winslow.
I think it'd be great if she got his name wrong every time.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to make any other preparations to that, you pick up a nice blacksmith's hammer there, Brad. You got a couple of not barrels. Winslow can't carry barrels, but a couple of buckets of water, and he's found like an oxen's yoke somewhere. Okay. Now, John, your characters have said that it would be really bad for you to go in daylight, but I will throw you that it is overcast today. It's not quite so bad.
Nice.
It's overcast. Threat of rain.
Well, it'd be fine once we get inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the path is well known to the cemetery because, you bury people there every day. Not you specifically, but the town as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go there very much. There's not a lot of night soil at the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go there. I have Winston go there.
You have people for that.
Yeah.
We have people for that.
Okay. Getting there is just fine. Again, it's a fairly well-trodden path. Also, probably why he came into town and stole stuff from you so, frequently, because it really wasn't more than just a little jaunt down the road for him. So, a cold and eerie breeze blows through your ranks as you're now standing in front of the great black gates of the Goblin Graveyard. There's a distant roar of a waterfall, and the sounds of flowing river fill the air. There's a thick fog obscuring all that's within from sight. For many years, none would have dared to get so close to the great Goblin Wizard Spinnick's home. But if the rumors were true, the great wizard is dead and his riches are just through the Goblin Graveyard beyond the Flittering Falls. Okay, so what you see here, since we don't really have maps yet, I don't have art for all of this. I just threw up a nice little picture of the town. There's a few points of entry. The main gate looks closed. It appears to be unguarded. There's a small gap that stands between. There's a river that kind of flows through, kind of bisecting the graveyard, and it kind of flows underneath one of the great spiked wall that surrounds it, and it looks like there's enough space if you wanted to get wet to go under it that way. There's a pile of rocks fallen from the cliff face, and it's kind of up against the fence enough that you could actually kind of scale those rocks and just pop over on the other side.
How tall is this wall?
Doesn't say, but I'm going to make it an involved 8 feet.
I have a ladder.
Fencing.
And I pull out a 10-foot ladder.
Okay, you pull out a 10-foot ladder.
Somebody is prepared.
It's all in segments.
You wouldn't believe where you have to go to get the night soil.
You lean it up against the spiked iron fence. It's black iron, and you kind of just lay that ladder up. It's more than long enough for you to pass and go over the top. But you do have a drop of 8 feet on the other side.
It's
Not an
easy
issue for me.
We climb up. We have Winston go down the other side. He's good at falling. And then he catches us.
I mean, I can catch him. I can pretty much touch the ground from the top of the ladder.
That's true. You probably.
I have a range of 10 feet.
So you're sending Winston over first?
Yes.
Okay. He's like, would somebody kindly hold my no the water but no. Okay. I guess
I'll hold a bucket for sure.
Just one. Could you hold them both?
Well, okay. I'll put my hammer in my pocket and then I will grab the other bucket.
Oh, excellent.
One hammer in your pocket. The other
he scales the ladder and goes over the top, drops on the other side. It's like, huzzah! I am over, my lady! And he kind of holds his arms out to catch you from the fall. As he is over, though, you hear kind of a squeaky voice from around the front end of the gate, which is not exactly where you laid the ladder. Oi! Not that way! Turn around. Go home.
Who said that?
It came from around the front where the gate is.
I will totter over whilst holding the water buckets and try to see if I can. Who said that?
Okay. There are several shrunken heads of goblins, just the heads, laying in front of the gate. One of their lips begins to move. Different voice. Didn't hear him? Get lost!
I thought this wizard was a goblin.
You think just because he's the same race that he's not just going to slay?
That's fair.
Hmm.
No, we have business inside. We're trying to reach the goblin there about his wagon's extended warranty.
Brilliant.
They kind of hop, and you notice they can float just a little bit, but they kind of all turn to each other. Oh, you know anything about an extended warranty? No. The boss doesn't got it. What do you want a warranty for? It's the. You got any kind of skill in persuading? If not, you could just make me a charisma roll.
Really, no. Salil, her skill is just being wealthy and having a servant.
All right. That's fine. So in this, there are a handful of skills that you cannot make the roll without actually being trained in them, but most things just means that you only get your ability bonus and no other bonus. In this case, I think charisma would be the thing to do.
Okay.
Would be the thing to do.
Is this a D? No,
It's a D20. Yeah, it's based on a D20. And if you turn on your macros, I put some macros in the roll 20.
I'll just take the D20 for now. And this is going to be a +1. I got an 11.
11. Okay. And what is your skill?
Charisma, it's a +1.
+1.
That's including the 11's including +1.
Okay. Let me just check something real quick here. Okay. What kind of warranty was that again?
Extended.
So you see some of them kind of hopped a little closer. They're kind of trying to peek up from the ground.
Gror is going to try to sneak up the ladder and over the other side.
Nothing's stopping you. You do sneak, and you get over the other side.
Okay. I wave at Winston. And then I'm going to walk to the backside of the gate.
Okay. Oh, how'd you get in there?
Rocks.
Poor maintenance.
Is that an answer?
Mm.
You know, if you had an extended warranty on the wall here, you wouldn't have this problem, would you?
That's true. That's very true.
See, this is why you need an extended warranty on a wagon. You don't want people climbing into your wagon willy-nilly, do you?
One of them says, boss didn't tell us that we had to guard the fence, just the gate. Oh, okay, fine. You cannot pass this gate.
Okay.
Oh.
They just point over the ladder.
Okay. Then my halfling, my orc, and Salil will just go up the ladder, and Salil will just have Winston catch her.
That's a really inefficient way to do that. You know, you can just go there to the left a little bit more and just put your hand on that fence right there, and it'll just open right up. One of them turns to the one that's just talking. Hey, will you get away our special secrets, Doug?
Well, since I am holding buckets of water, I will make use of this and just kind of use my elbow to hit the fence, make my way through.
Roll D6.
A D6. Mm-hmm. Yes. 6.
You are turned to ash on the spot as all the shrunken heads begin to chuckle and laugh. Gets them every time.
Wow. Okay.
Mark it off.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did the buckets of water also turn to ash?
No, they drop to the floor, spilling a scant few drops.
Okay.
The shrunken heads are just laughing uproariously now.
Okay.
Bummer.
Would you like any more advice? We got plenty of them just like that.
That's unpleasant.
I'm sure he didn't feel a thing.
How high up are the heads?
Oh, like they're shrunken goblin heads. Like
Yeah.
they're small and they're on the ground. They do seem to, when they get excited, they float a little.
Well, next up is Herschel, and Herschel has a hammer weapon, and he is going to destroy one.
Okay, I tell you what, I will go
just-
ahead and give you surprise because you're just going to brute it, which means that in the first initiative pass, they will do nothing. But here's how initiative works, and this is a little different than most games like this that we play. Each of you guys roll a d10, and you should have an initiative modifier that's a negative number if you're lucky.
Mhm.
The initiative pass goes in 10 phases, 1 through 10. Each of them are 1 second long because a pass is 10 seconds. Okay. The number that you roll minus your initiative is on which number in that pass you go on.
Okay.
And we keep the same initiative throughout the combat. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for these shrunken heads as well, if I can find my screen.
Should I do like a normal funnel and just use like whoever's got the best modifier?
Oh, yes. In this case, use your best modifier. That's fine.
Oh.
I'm going way late, so I go on an 8.
Damn, Chuck,
Okay.
you got somebody very fast.
I got a halfling who's very fast.
Okay. Anyone going on pass 1?
What about those of us going on past 0?
Okay, so it's always pass 1. If you get a negative, it takes you below 1. It's still a pass 1.
Okay.
So on pass 1, you see that Torgen, is it Torgen with the hammer?
No, this is Herschel.
Herschel. You see Herschel has limbered out his hammer, and you can see death in his face as he takes a few steps forward. The heads continue to chuckle and laugh at the distress they've caused. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, surely he's got this.
So I guess let's talk about what you can do on your turn. You effectively have 3 things you can do on your turn: a major action, a minor action, and a reflex action if you need it. Let me get to this real quick here. Let me get to my notes. Again, we're going to be going slow to start with here. Where did I put it?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Saving throws, rest, charisma, wisdom, intelligence, dexterity, strength. Oh, come on, where did I put it? I made this easy for me to find, which of course means I can't find it. Proficiency, facing, initiative. Okay, there's that. Okay, so you get a minor action, which can be things like changing facing if you're on multiple opponents. You can make a second attack if your main weapon is a medium, light, or unarmed weapon. You can make a second attack with a light or unarmed strike. A major action is your main attack. It can also be given up to do double your movement for running, withdrawing from a melee, dodging, if you want to drop to dodging, readying an action. This is an interesting one. This is an if-then. So like you can say, I will wait for this to happen, and then I happen. Okay, so if you want to wait and see, you can ready an action.
Okay. Then yeah, all 3 of mine will wait. If Herschel there's getting his butt kicked,
You're going to pile in. That's fine.
then my characters will pile in.
Right, that is at pass 1. Pass 2, anyone?
Actually, I was also on pass 1.
Oh, okay, pass 1. Okay, so depending on who goes first will depend on what your greatest modifier is. So what is your initiative modifier, John?
It's only -1, so it was
So
right.
it would have been Chuck's anyway. Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you folks want to do?
So Grower is just kind of waiting, but I was gonna have Brark just walk up and spike a skull, one of these shrunken heads, with his dagger.
Okay, sounds good. So a dagger is a light weapon. So using your major action to attack, it's a D20.
Okay.
You add strength, unless you have an ability that allows you to finesse it with dexterity. Probably not at 0 level.
Yeah.
So you roll a D20 plus your strength bonus to hit. He has an AC of 11, so you need an 11 or better.
I hit.
You hit. Okay, damage is based on the weapon, which is
Mhm. It's a dagger, so it's only a D4.
okay, and you add your strength bonus. No, you don't. Not for damage. Okay,
It-
this is the other thing. Strength
Yeah.
bonus. This doesn't happen at 0 level, but it is another interesting part of this system, which I do kind of like.
Mhm.
Your bonus is how many of those dice you roll for your weapon. Okay, but at 0 level, it's just the one.
Oh, that's a shame because I could have had 3D4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do your
Yep.
damage.
3.
3. You smash one right. You get the one that is laughing the loudest, and you smash that little shrunken skull beneath your weapon. What was the weapon again?
It was a dagger.
Dagger. So you can use your minor action if you have a second weapon ready and out that is
No.
light or unarmed. Well, you have an unarmed. You could punch if you wanted to.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
Okay,
good.
sounds good. Right, that's initiative pass 1. Initiative pass 2. Anyone? 3, 4, 5. 5. Go ahead. They're still laughing. They didn't even notice their friend getting crushed by John's character.
Bummer. Okay, so we are rolling the D20.
Yep, plus your strength bonus. Oh, that's the other thing. There are no negative ability bonuses in this game because of the way that you roll up your ability scores. You're at least a +1.
Okay.
Strength is +1. Okay. 12.
12 hits. And the damage of your weapon.
Let's see. D4.
Oh, you're using the hammer? Yeah, so
Yes.
that's fine. Go ahead, D4.
Okay, so D4. 3.
3. You destroy another one.
Nice.
There are 2 left.
Yeah, I do not have another weapon, so
So they go, and as they continue to cackle, they rise up off the ground, levitating as they go in to bite characters. So there's 2 of them left. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna roll a D3 and then a D4. So they're all gonna attack one of your groups. So a 3 would make this Chuck.
That's me.
And then on your sheet, they're going to attack. Both of them are going to attack one of your characters. Who's the 4th character on your sheet?
That is Salil, my lady.
Oh, they go in for the bites.
Oh, no.
Because she is tasty looking.
All right. I got an AC of 11.
Both miss.
Whew, thank goodness.
Actually, no, I take it back. Sorry. They get a +2 damage. One of them did hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm assuming that she didn't come with any kind of armor.
No, she's got an AC of 11, which is, no, she didn't. 10 plus dex, yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately. 2 points of damage. Alive or dead?
Dead.
Okay, so this isn't like DCC where you don't get to roll the body. So you're at 0. Now, the one that got turned to ash was turned to ash. There's no body to roll.
Okay.
So she goes down as she is bit by one of these shrunken heads, bringing us back to phase 1. The rest of your characters, Chuck. I'm going to say Winslow sticks his head through the gate, and it's like, no!
Is that the gate that vaporized Brad's
He didn't touch
character?
the gate. He touched the fence.
The fence.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. My other two, seeing that Salil was downed, Ubla and Kimball will race in to attack. Ubla will swing with his piece of wood. This is a D20 plus 2. That is just a 6 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right.
Swing
and
and miss.
Yeah, Kimball will swing with his razor. That is a 21 to hit.
Ooh. So was that a crit? Did you roll a d20?
No, it was an 18.
All right. Go ahead. Roll the damage.
And the damage is 3.
Okay. You kill one of them.
Nice.
Slicing it hard with the razor. Actually, what you do, you cut off one of its 3 spare hairs that's left, and apparently that was enough to discorporate it as it falls down.
Nice.
So John, you're also on 1.
Yep.
One of them left, and it's maniacally flying around and laughing.
Mordo hasn't crossed over. Mordo the Darkling, so he'll draw his longsword and go stab that one.
While it is overcast and hazy, it is still daylight.
That's fair.
Go ahead.
Just means I don't get my. I think it's +1. Yeah, that's fine. So just a straight up D20 roll. I miss.
You miss.
Yep.
Okay. Brad, that brings us to your characters that are on this side of the fence.
All right, then I think Kira's gonna go next. Let's see, she's got a long sword as well. She's got Ooh, rolled a 3.
Oh, so nobody. Okay, leaves one little flying one about.
And Herschel.
Yep.
Got Herschel next here. Let's see if we can. Let's see. So we're doing that. And he's there. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. 5.
Okay. Lots of whiffing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, as this is a magical construct, it's not going to care that its friends have been destroyed. So again, it is going to swoop in to try and lessen your ranks. I'm going to roll a d3. This time we're going to hit Brad's characters.
Yo.
How many do you have on this side? 2?
Both of them. 2.
They're both on this side. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oops. All right. Who is number 1 on your sheet?
Well, Torian's dead, so it's got to be Herschel.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Not Brad's night.
Okay, so I get to roll 2 damage die. And I assume that character didn't come with any kind of armor.
No.
Okay. It flies through your character's body, puncturing a hole about 4 inches in circumference as it cannonballs through him. As he looks down to see where his heart and lungs used to be, he collapses.
Nice.
That's a little graphic because you might still be able to roll the body.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go. Back to phase 1, Chuck's characters.
And there's still one flying around?
There is still one chuckling and flying. He's covered in gore.
You know, Kimball's just going to finish it off. He's going to just jump up and take a swipe with his razor. It's 13.
13 hits. Go ahead and do your damage.
Just 1.
1 point. Yeah. Again, it's enough of a slash that it causes whatever is animating this thing to just kind of fall down.
Okay.
Winslow is like, no! He rips off his shirt. And even though he looks like he's a beanpole, he's rippling with muscles, and he just he bends the bars at the gate and runs forward to check on the lady.
Oh my gosh.
Make a luck check. So it's just like DCC. If you actually make the luck check, then you're back with 1 hit point, although you do get permanent luck loss from this.
All right. So she has an 11. And I rolled a 19.
Oh, no. Winslow picks up the body, holds it to the heavens. No,
Poor Winslow.
Heads back to town.
Heads back to town.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Brad, you also lost one?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that one as well. Somebody goes over and checks to see if you're still alive.
Let's see. Rolled a 9.
What's your luck?
My luck is... I've got so many windows open. Sorry. There we go.
That's why I've got 4 monitors now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know I only have 2. I need more. Luck of 12.
Okay, so your luck is a 12 and you rolled a 9, so you're good. Okay, so you come back. You have 1 hit point to your name.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. Herschel is a luck of 14. I apologize.
Okay, so yeah, you're fine. You come back. Let's see. Your luck, however, is permanently lowered by 5 points to a minimum of 1.
Okay.
Luck comes back slowly.
Herschel's luck is 9.
Although one of the things you can do when you level, you get to increase one of your ability scores by a point, or you can re-roll your luck.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So that is one of the ways you can get luck higher.
So Gror is just going to walk close to the backside of the gate since he's been in there the whole time.
The gate has got the bars have been spread wide by Winslow, gaping.
Like, could have taken the ladder.
Yeah.
If you're not taking the ladder, I'm going to go get that.
Go get your ladder.
You know, I just noticed now that Herschel has a 10-foot ladder as well.
Oh, nice.
Do you too collect the night soil?
Sadly, no. I'm a roofer, so...
Oh,
Yes,
that makes sense.
That makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. And you guys have had these collapsible ladders on your back the entire time. Just like, oh yeah, I got something
I've
back
got
here.
this.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Stow that. I guess I should prepare to shovel.
Okay. Okay, so as I said, the interior of the Goblin Cemetery has like this eerie, heavy fog that lays very close to the ground, and it kind of roils like water over the multitude of goblin, orc, bugbear, and more graves. There are 2 mausoleums that stand ahead to the left and one to the right. The main path goes ahead into the fog. There are 2 hunched figures can be made out amongst the gravestones, squatting over what appears to be an unearthed grave. They are squabbling with one another.
I have all my characters have thermal vision. So
Okay.
are they generating any kind of heat signature?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that means they're living. That's good.
yeah. Should we go say hello?
Probably.
You hear the sound of rending flesh and smacking of mouth.
Oh.
Oh, this is so good. This has been in the ground for at least a couple of weeks. Oh, the seasoning. I think the salt in the soil here is so good.
You know, I don't think the vault's there with the treasure, so we could just move on.
Just
Yep.
ignore him? Okay. Yeah.
They seem to be happy doing what they're doing, so...
Yes.
We're just having a nice meal. No one else
Ignore them.
would do
They
it.
turn their heads towards you. One of them waves. It's like, eating you later.
Unfortunately, one got dusted back there. There's nothing to eat, sorry.
And
Yeah.
I mean, there's a scrawny guy that you could run down.
Unless you're into snorting ashes, there's nothing for you.
Oh,
so-
you'll eat the dead. You living people are just like, it's just so moist. It's so moist. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
That does sound disgusting. Yep.
All right. Mausoleum 1 or Mausoleum 2? Left or right?
Left?
Left!
Left
Left.
is always the right answer.
Yeah.
This building has been desecrated. The stone
Oh,
door is
no.
broken. The stones lay scattered in front of the tomb. Looks like it was broken from the inside out.
That's not good.
They lost their keys,
Mm.
couldn't lock themselves in. I've done that.
Yeah.
You know what? Herschel has the ability to... he gets a bonus to check architecture.
Sure.
Is there a way to see, like, how tall, whatever this is that broke through, were they seem to be tall and hit up high? Did they hit down low? What did they hit with?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and make me a roll for that? That's probably intelligence.
Oh boy.
And if you've got skill with architecture, it probably gives you a bonus to that.
It does, yes.
You're going to get some information. I just want to see how high you roll.
Okay, so let's see. I get a +1 on that, and so a 3. 12?
Okay. Humanish height, like somewhere between 5 and 6 foot from where the damage is done. Definitely broken from the inside out. Freshly done, like it's in very recently. You also, since you're taking a really good look at the stonework, there's a rusty morning star kind of just left behind. Looks like they used it to pound the rock door down.
Okay. Is there like a family name on this mausoleum, or
No,
No.
not that you see. Yeah,
okay?
it's not very big.
I'm looking inside. How many bodies were in here?
Looking around, well, you still see 3 bodies in here. There were 5. There are 2 missing.
I look over at
Oh.
you hunched over munching.
They wave back. Bye.
Is your
Eat you
plate?
later. Yeah. One of them just nods as he's holding up an arm.
Yeah, cool. Looks
Okay.
like it took you a while to get out, eh?
Hungry. Yeah. Took a while. Something changed, when we were back and then moving again and breathing again, and boy, we're hungry. Yeah.
Any other friends in here that can be hungry?
I just got out. Don't know.
Know anything about a vault?
Vault.
Treasure chamber? Something?
I just got out. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy your meal. Sorry for bothering.
Okay.
Talk to you later when you're dead.
We won't say much, but okay, carry on.
Yeah.
Should we take a poke inside and see if, they were focused
I'm
on
assuming
getting out
John's
to eat.
characters went in because he wanted to know how many bodies were in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They were probably buried in finery, which is long since kind of disintegrated, but one of them might have been buried with that morning star flail that was at the door. But no one else is wearing anything of, you can go through the bones if you want, but you don't really see anything.
Yeah.
Herschel would like to see if, the vault was maybe hidden in here. And I
You want to take a good search along?
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things that he does put in the system is like when you are searching for things or you're doing things where you don't necessarily know how well you do, the GM rolls. So
okay.
Yeah. Stonework actually looks pretty good. They must have taken some time to batter down that door, actually. But yeah, you don't find anything that looks like a secret passage or otherwise.
Okay. Okay. I don't see any.
And again, it's small. Like it's not even like a small like
Excellent.
6x6, or it's not very big.
It's like a dorm room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stack them and back them.
What about this other one?
The one to the right.
We should definitely go take a look.
The stone door is intact on this one.
Should we knock?
I think that's polite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. There is no answer.
Is there a way to...
So there's no lock mechanism on it. It looks like just heavy stone doors.
My orc will try and force it open.
Okay, so this is another thing in the system that I kind of like. There are, when many people are helping, or if a roll is required that would cover the group as a whole. There are rules for that, which you don't have to engage, but it gives you a better bonus if you do. Okay. So, and again, give me just a second to find it here. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Group checks. Yeah, here we go. You can roll a d20 with the highest modifier in the party.
Okay.
Yep. So basically, if just one person needs to succeed, then you can do it that way. Yeah. In this case, just one person needs to succeed. So if you want to do that, you can do that. Just from amongst all of you, just whoever's got the best strength modifier, just give me a strength check,
3.
or who has the
Yeah.
highest strength, I should say.
Mine would be a +3 altogether.
Okay, go for it.
Let's try to help.
Yeah. I should not have been the one to roll.
Right.
We got a 5.
You got a 5. Those are heavy stone doors. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Are they?
Go ahead. Yeah. if you wanna roll, go ahead.
Getting it done.
No
Good
muscle.
for you.
What'd you get? I'm not.
I got 19.
Oh yeah. Boom. There is a disturbed cloud of dust that starts to slowly settle back down as the incredible speed at which those stone doors swung wide created a little bit of a vacuum. In the center of the room is a large decorative anvil. There's symbols depicting a raised fist in the front of a sun. There is a sword protruding from the center of the anvil, and it glimmers in the light from the open door.
Okay.
Anybody have religion, lore, or lawful magic knowledge? I doubt it.
No.
Those are things you typically get with your profession in class. Yeah. Everybody give me actually just roll for your team of people. Choose the one with the best intelligence bonus and just make me an intelligence check for each of your groups.
Okay.
Again, combined intelligence bonus with your people?
Just pick the one with the highest bonus and use that bonus.
Yeah, I got a +2.
Mm-hmm.
So 18.
Oh, wow.
All right. Talil, who is the immortal of light, is who that symbol belongs to. So it is a holy symbol. This person is a lawful god.
Okay.
Can we? Can I have Herschel size the place up and?
Okay, you gonna size the place up? Okay.
Yeah, try to see if there's a secret passage entry or something like that.
You get any bonus for that?
I'm gonna be right back.
Just that architecture bonus is +2.
Okay, yeah, you do actually find something.
Sweet.
There is a secret door in the floor underneath a loose stone in the back of this small mausoleum.
Oh, nice. And Herschel will humbly uncover the entryway and say, "Hey, I found a way in."
It drops about 5 feet, and then there's a sloped passage beneath.
All right,
let's go.
Let's see. I have 2 human characters, so they have no low light vision. And does anybody have? I don't know. Light source.
Yep. See, this is what money could have been spent on.
Yep. Should have thought ahead. Got a hammer, and it would have been scorched anyway.
One of mine has low light and thermal. The other one has low light. Just stay close. We'll lead the way.
You know what? Kira's got rope. I think Kira's gonna, take a section of rope and tie it around her waist and Herschel's waist, and then have one of the other people with low light vision that can guide them.
Well, tell me who you tie it to, because it may end up mattering.
Fair enough.
Tie it to Ubla. You can tie it to my character.
Okay. We'll tie ourselves to Ubla so we don't hopefully fall into a pit or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. None of your characters are large, are they?
Mine are both medium. But
mine is.
Yeah, he's got that large character. That's right.
Your character cannot fit into this small opening.
No.
Entrance isn't large enough. It looks like it's large enough once you drop the 5 feet and get into the passage, but the tile that was removed, not big enough for you to get through.
Is it possible to pry any other tiles open?
Pretty much you're going to have to wreck them. Like this one was meant to be moved and it's a much
Mm-hmm.
smaller, lighter tile. The rest of it is like good, strong stone flooring.
Well, Kira's got a crowbar on her
Okay.
person. If she were to lend that to John's character, do you think
I tell you what, yeah, we'll just say it takes a little bit of time and sweat, and you can widen that up enough to get down. No roll necessary for that.
Okay, cool.
Except I'm going to roll something in the back.
Oh, no.
Fair.
How much noise did they make and how many things did they alert?
All right.
Hey!
It is now big enough for your large character to go down.
There you go.
Hooray! And there was much rejoicing.
Right. Now give me a second. I don't have a map for this yet, so I got to find this next section in the module.
Okay. Let me just step
So
back
you guys aren't touching the anvil and the sword.
No.
Wow, with that question, makes me
yeah.
glad we didn't.
After touching the fence, I'm not touching anything that looks vaguely magical.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame
Right?
on me.
Oh, there is a map at the end. Okay, give me a second.
Oh, nice.
Area 8 on map 2. 6, 8. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what that is. All right. There's a hand-drawn map.
I think that's more the system right now. About the
What is?
rolling of the dice. Somebody asked the question.
Yep.
And like Bert was saying, it's simple enough. It's just pulling a tile off the floor. It's just bulky.
Yeah.
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 Oh no, it sounded like a somewhat of a valid question. Depends on the playing style. Maybe people are more role players versus dice throwers. It's a legit question.
Yep. One of the GM points in the game is, though, that don't have them roll unless there is a significant chance for failure. In this case, not really a chance for failure. It's just going to take a while. So no roll.
Yep.
Eventually, the sloping passage, and it does slope for a while. Your large character has to hunch down. But you hit stone steps that lead downward to an area that's filled with statues made of clay. There's various mounds of marred clay intermixed amongst the statues. Stone steps lead back up to a raised. I always never can pronounce this right.
Dais?
I read it.
Dais?
Dais. Yeah. On the opposite
Yeah.
side of the chamber that has a decorated stone pillar on either side. The gray mass lies upon the floor on the raised area next to the dais. You're not sure what the mass is. There's something up there on that dais or dais.
Is it generating any kind of heat?
No, it is not. The statues are all human-sized. You can't really make out race other than the fact that they are human-sized, so they're not any of the small races. 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, not much of a neck.
They don't look like goblins?
Too tall for goblins.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. The 2 humans. So, guys, what do you see, guys?
Stuff and things.
And some, there's a dial that disass.
So
I don't do words.
The stairs lead down into this area where the golems are, and then you kind of have to pass to go up again. The stairs, they go up to that dais. So right now, you guys aren't amongst the goblins. You're still on the stairs, like above, looking down.
Okay.
Are there goblins down there?
No, just a bunch of these clay statues, human-sized.
Nope. I'll walk on down.
I like that idea. I'll let you walk on down.
Well, if you just stand here waiting, you're not going to find nothing, are you?
I was thinking about getting a rock and trying to throw it in, but I think it's more effective if you just walk on down.
I don't know. I don't see any rocks. I mean,
Okay.
they're all fitted to things.
As you walk down, let's go ahead and have everyone do initiative because the clay golems do start to stir as you do descend the stairs. So why don't you guys go ahead and roll me some initiative there? And just roll Actually, I guess I did this wrong last time. Let's just do it. Just do it with your best initiative modifier amongst the crew that you have.
Yeah.
We'll do it that way. I'm not sure if we did it like that last time, but let's do it.
Yeah,
that
we did.
way.
Oh, I think I
You have to roll a d10, Brad.
Oh, derp.
Yeah, it's D10
I can't let you get a negative
with your
one.
initiative modifier. So lower is better. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 9 again.
Oh no.
Oh, and they're slow, so I go on a 10.
Oh no.
Good for you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's your
pass or
classic?
phase 1. Anyone got a 1?
Mm-mm.
2,
Yo,
3.
yo.
Oh, a bunch of slow folks this time.
Yeah.
4.
Or
4. Okay, Brad. The golems are slowly coming to life. They're very ponderous, shaking off dust as they turn their clay heads. They just have like the impression of eyes, or someone is just taking their thumbs and kind of pushed in the clay where you would see eyes normally.
is it completely dark in here?
Yeah, it is.
And if the eyes aren't glowing, I guess we're just standing there with our.
With your human eyes.
Yep.
All right. Well, did you want to? Do you want to take a major action to set a condition for which you will act? If something comes up
Would
in the
somebody
round,
like the torch?
Yeah.
There is that. Yeah, major condition would be once I can see.
Once you can see, you will.
I mean, we'll stand at the ready, and if something takes a poke at us, we'll take a poke back. But
You have
otherwise,
to stab
Okay.
the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's just barely up there. Like you can see the light up there, but it's just enough that you can see the forms moving below you, but not really enough to make out much of anything.
Sure. Yep.
All right. So what was that on? 4,
It's 4.
5, 6, 7.
I'm 7.
7. What do you want to do? Your guys can see. Actually, I guess
Yeah.
the clay golems, since they are automatons, they're not giving off heat signatures. So can you see?
Both of them have low light, and one
Okay.
has low light and thermal.
Yeah. There you go.
So yeah. How many golems are there altogether?
I think it says so. I'm gonna roll. No, there are 8. There are 8 of them. There we go.
8 of them. Okay. Then we're gonna focus fire and just run up to the closest one. Ubla will swing with his piece of wood, and Kimball's gonna go in with his razor.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make your attack
so-
rolls.
Yeah, Ubla. This is a +2.
AC is 11.
Okay, 21 to
Nice.
clear.
Okay.
Do you add the strength modifier to damage?
No.
No, okay, just
What
a
happens
D4.
once you are not at level 0
Oh.
is your modifier is an extra die that you
I
roll.
remember you saying
Ooh.
that. Okay, cool. All right, so 1 damage from Ubla.
Okay, don't even need to roll. 1 damage is enough to shatter this clay golem.
Nice. Okay. And then I guess Kimball will run up to the next one.
Okay.
He gets a +3 to attack. That's a 17 to hit
Nice.
for 4 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, it doesn't take a lot to damage them.
Very cool.
So that leaves 6 of them starting. And you can see that some of these have been damaged before. And these were the ones that are not really moving down here and looked a little off in how they were created. What was that? A 5, 6, 7? That was 7.
That was 7.
All right. 8.
Me.
Okay.
All
Can
right.
you
so,
see?
oh yeah. I'll
Okay.
mine have
Brad, which character were your characters roped to?
What's
Well,
that?
Ubla, that was mine. My first
Okay.
one to attack.
All right, so your characters are pulled and yanked down the stairs.
Yep. Ah!
John, go ahead.
We need
Yeah,
to make a dex check to see if we eat dirt and get pulled down the steps.
That's fun.
No, I'm not going to make
Okay.
you roll it because Chuck, I assume you didn't run, you just took a measured
Yeah.
movement down,
Yeah.
so you're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, Gror's going to lead the way
Mhm.
with his 10-foot reach and just swing out with his shovel.
Okay,
Whack!
Whack.
Whack! The 5 is not going to hit.
it is not.
But then Brark will stab with his dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah!
Rourke does indeed stab for.
Okay. You only have to do a hit point of damage, so
Okay.
you
Yep.
Woohoo!
drop another one. Again,
And
they're
then-
not very stable.
Okay.
And then Mordor.
So we're down to 5 of them.
Yeah. With the longsword. That's a miss.
Okay. And this was at what, 8?
Mm-hmm. So now it's their
So
go.
9 and 10. No one's turned on a light yet, unfortunately, Brad.
That's all right.
Is there a light to turn on?
not that anyone can tell yet.
Nope.
So I have 5 of these things left. So I'm just going to say we're going to do John and Chuck. We're going to get 2 of them on each of yours, and one of them is going to go for one of Brad's characters that is sightless. Because since you are blind, they've got a bonus to hit you. You don't get a dex bonus to your armor class. Let's see. Just take your first character, Brad. What is their armor class without any dex bonus, if they have one?
Let's see. Armor class would be 10 for Herschel.
Okay, and they get a +4 to hit on you. Let's see. 4, 6. Okay, pretty sure that's gonna hit. Oh, maybe not. Well, yeah, with the +6, a 14 is definitely gonna hit.
Ooh.
They don't do a lot of damage either. 1 point of damage. Is that character still up?
Herschel was the one that got nailed by the goblins. He had 2 hit points. I'm assuming he was probably down to at least 1 hit point when he came back. So
yes, he had 1 hit point, so you're down again. He goes down again underneath the clay. It's the sound of wet clay hitting flesh. It's just a slap as you're pounded down into the ground. John, just the first 2 characters on your sheet.
That's going to be Gror, which they have to move within his reach, which I think gives them a penalty to attack, if I remember reading the rules right.
Yeah, well, also, it gives you a penalty attack if they get within your reach.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 2d20. Oh, they both miss.
Nice.
But they are now within your reach, so you will be at a -1 to hit. Actually, you know what? No, I was just talking to the writer of this beforehand, and we were talking about creatures with a natural reach probably shouldn't get that negative.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a natural creature, you should know how to use your own limbs. So for now, we are suspending that, and you will not be at a negative.
Cool.
Okay. So but they close with you. So you've got 2 of them on you. Chuck, take your first 2 characters.
Yo. 11's the first AC, 13's the second.
Both miss, but you are now engaged. So
Okay.
There we go. There's only okay. So Brad, you've got 1 character that's not engaged. Chuck, you have all 4 of yours still? No, you don't.
I'm down to 2.
So 1 of yours is not engaged, and John, you've got I think 2 of yours. It's not.
I've got 3 characters left in total.
Oh, then yeah.
But it sounds like 2 of them attack just 1. So
sounds good. Brad, we've come to the end of the turn, so your major action to hold an action until light happens doesn't happen. Is there anything else you want to do? We're going to put you at the end of the initiative now, since your condition didn't come up.
Let's see. Yeah, there's really
trying's a
not
free
much
action.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You are in melee now, which means though that let's see, the blind condition I believe allows you just to actually attack, but just at a minus. If you have a vague idea of where the thing is. Let me look real quick.
Well, I'm sure that Kira was next to Herschel when
blinded.
she heard the loud slap. So
yeah, you are at -4 to reflex saves, attack skill checks, all involving sight. So you can attack, but you're at a -4.
Okay. So okay, so Kira is going to attack. Modifiers -4. 0.
Okay, miss. And your other character, the one that is engaged or not engaged, whichever one, are they going to attack?
Let's see, Telos. Well, Telos has low light vision. I haven't.
Well, then they can see just fine.
Yeah.
Why are
Okay.
they tied up?
I heard you say pick 3 and hold 1 in reserve, so I haven't.
I got it. You
I
still haven't
misheard
figured out
that.
which one was the reserve, right?
Yeah. Well, the Telos was going to be my reserve, so.
Okay. You had forgotten that too. Yeah. Because each of you should have had 3 characters starting and 1 in reserve.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, so Telos has low light vision, will saving, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he is going to attack with his magic dagger.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Wait, hold on. Is Telos your reserve character?
It's Telos. He's the ancient. He's the elf.
Right, but is he the reserve character or is he the one that started? Oh yeah, he's not there yet. He's
okay.
not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, not there yet.
So then, so we're done.
Okay.
Kira.
So your
my other 2 characters are dead.
Okay. So your last character then is at the end of the initiative.
Yep.
So we're going back at 1, 2. So nobody acts again until what, 5?
Mine is 7.
7. So yeah, you're the next one. 7. Go ahead.
Okay. So both of my characters are engaged. So each of them are going to swing at the golem that they're engaged with.
Okay.
So Ubla will swing with +2. That is a crit to hit. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me check something real quick. I'm going to see if 0 levels get their crit or not. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so 0 level. Yes, why not? It doesn't say that you don't get your crit. So you roll 2 dice of the type determined by your weapon. Actually,
dice.
maybe more than 2. What is your bonus in your strength?
My bonus is 2.
So 2 extra dice.
Okay, so 3d4 altogether.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I get this right for the 0 levels. Okay. You don't get your strength bonus. Oh yeah, right. You don't get your strength bonus, but you do get the crit. So you roll 2 dice of the type.
Okay. Well, then I'll just re-roll that. That's 2d4, 5 damage altogether.
Okay, it goes down.
Nice.
All right. Leaving 4.
All right, and Kimball will attack the one on him. That is only a 5 to hit, so that's a miss.
That is a miss. Okay, I think John, you're up next.
Yep. And I'll start off with Gore. Swinging with a shovel. But 10's just going to miss.
Okay, yep.
And then Brock with his dagger. That's a 12. That hits, right?
Yeah, and you just have to do a point of damage. So we're down to 3 of the golems left.
Nice.
Then I got Mordo, who will swing his longsword. Oh, so close. That's it.
Miss. Okay. Okay, they go. Actually, you probably have the better bonus, Brad, so your characters can go first if you want. Or your character can go first if you want. You're going on segment 10 with you.
Okay, so she is going to swing at the darkness.
Yep. -4 to hit.
-4. 13.
You hit.
Hey!
Do your damage.
Okay, let's see. That is
you don't have to roll. You just need 1 point of damage, so you do enough damage. That leaves us with 2 golems left. Okay. Now here's the thing. On any particular segment that you go on, so Brad, we're sharing segment 10 with the golems. No one dies, and the damage or spell doesn't get the effect until the end of the segment. So you could, even if you're faster, you could kill the thing, but it still gets to swing before it goes down.
Oh.
So there are 2 golem attacks, but they may not be targeting you. Actually, one of them is because it is in melee with you. The other one is not. So here we go. The one in melee with you. Boom. Miss.
Nice.
And let's see, Chuck, I think you cleared all yours. So
No, there's still
there's
one on
yours.
Kimball.
Okay, yeah. So this will be the one that's left.
Okay.
Boom. I think that hits.
Yes, he's got an AC of 13. That hits.
Okay. Doesn't do a lot of damage. You just clay slapping you in the face for a point of damage.
Oof, thank goodness. Okay, Kimball's still up.
Okay. So that is the end of 10.
There's one left.
The golem goes down. And is there one left?
Yeah. I only took out
one left. Yep. Okay. So this will be on your character there.
Yep.
Here we go. Boom.
It's
again, you get slapped by the wet clay for a whopping point of damage.
All right. Grower is still up.
Mm-hmm. So we roll back over to Chuck. Brad, the one you were fighting, goes down.
Woohoo!
All right. So you said we're back on me?
Yeah, back on you.
All right. Kimball swings. It's a 14.
That hits, and you drop one.
2 damage.
Yeah. So the only one that's left is the one that's on John's character.
Well, my other character will run up on that one to try and help out John.
Sure. There are 2 of you now, so you actually get a flanking bonus.
Oh, nice.
+1.
All right. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Woohoo!
All right. And so you kill the last one as the golem goes down. Okay. Did one of your guys go down during this? Yes. One of Brad's went down.
Yep.
All right. So as your other character reaches down to find a pulse, is there? You are down 5 luck from dropping the last time.
So I am at 9 luck.
Go ahead. Try and roll under.
Yeah.
20.
Oh!
Would you
Nice. I rolled a 3.
Okay, you're back up, but you drop another 5 luck.
Hell won't take you, Herschel.
Down to 4 luck.
Hell won't take you.
Okay, so you guys are kind of like at the bottom where a set of stairs are on either side. So you just came down this set, and there's another set going up to this dais up there. And again, there's that kind of gray something laying up there.
Are there any torches or anything around here?
No.
Okay.
Not down here where you see. Well, I mean, if you got any way of making fire, maybe the clay golems are flammable. Who knows?
My night soil's too moist for you to use for fire.
Sounds right. Kimball will throw his scissors at this green lump, not necessarily trying to damage it by any means.
Mm-hmm. Just to see if it reacts?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a ranged attack roll, just to see if you hit it.
Okay.
So you get your dex bonus to that.
All right. That is a 21.
21, it hits. That's high enough that it probably even stabs into whatever's up there, but there isn't a reaction.
Okay. Whatever the green thing is, it might be safe.
Okay. Gror again will march up. He's got a shovel out in front of him. And how big is this mass?
How big is what?
How big is this mass on top of the dais?
Fairly small. So you get up there.
I'm gonna try to scoot my shovel under it and pick it up with the shovel and just kind of, off to the side.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me see where that went. Okay. So you get up there. It is a headless body of what looks like a goblin dressed in fine robes with mystical sigils sewn into it. It's at the top of the altar, or near the top of the stairs, laying in front of an altar that's up here.
Does it look to be posed in any specific way?
No, it's just headless and kind of planted, what would be face, hasn't got a face anymore, down.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm going to scoop it with my shovel and just kind of shovel it off.
Splat. Okay.
You can get your scissors back.
I will do that. Thank you. Those are my good scissors.
We found a nice table.
So while you're up here, intricate carvings of serpents cover the walls and the two stone pillars on either side of the raised platform. So his body was kind of laying on the stair right in front of this altar. It's connected to the wall as well. This altar is like all formed on top of the dais and then connected into the wall. It's rather plain except for all the dried blood that probably came from his neck once the head was removed. I hear that that's pressurized, all that blood.
It is. It's a pressurized system.
Yeah.
Kimball will go up to investigate the altar because hopefully if whatever killed him is swinging at neck level for a person, Kimball is shorter than that. He is small.
Okay, so you're going to go up and examine it. Do you have any kind of bonus for spotting anything hidden, anything like that? And what is your wisdom bonus?
Wisdom bonus is just a +1. I do not have anything for like spot hidden or anything like that.
Okay. Nothing comes out at you, and you're taking a good look around to see if there's any traps that you find or anything like that. But there is a suspicious looking, the wall right behind the altar, where the altar kind of connects to the wall. It looks like it's made of two not quite exactly the same materials. You're pretty sure that there is like a hidden door back there.
Okay. I'll share that information to the people with the crowbar.
That would be Kira. Kira will hand the crowbar out, and hopefully somebody with low light vision can take it from her so that it could be utilized properly.
Brock will grab it.
Okay.
Let me handle this.
And you want to go to work on the wall, right?
Well, can he survey it to see if there's something kind of obvious that maybe somebody missed?
Yeah, but do you have any bonus to find hidden, or
No.
what's your wisdom check?
No, I can smell really well though.
That actually matters, but not in this case. No, everything looks kosher. Don't smell. You do not smell danger.
Okay.
Unless that's your armpits, which are always dangerous.
Or if it's a cologne you're wearing.
Well, actually,
danger.
Hang on. Actually, I do get a +1 to perception checks.
Yep. Okay.
Can I roll
still
that?
nothing. Yeah.
Still nothing? Okay. All right. Then I guess I'm going to try to wedge a crowbar in there and see what I can do.
Yeah, you're massively strong, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't take much force at all. You get it right there in the seam where the two different pieces of wall join, and it just slides out of the way. And there is a tunnel behind it.
Nice. Is it a lit tunnel?
No.
Fair enough.
And again, though, the door is not large enough for a large-sized creature to pass through. Just the opening.
And yeah, but how thick is the opening? Like
a large-sized creature cannot pass.
Okay, well, I guess Groar's staying out here.
Well, you could widen the opening.
Let's do it. We got a hammer and a crowbar. What else do we need?
And a shovel. Boom.
And a shovel.
All right, I tell you what.
I'll hand that to the laborers.
Yeah.
Because you do have to do some breaking around near this, I am going to consider this to be altar desecration. Perhaps. John, make a luck check. Just pick one of your characters who's got the best chance of making a luck check. Why don't you roll? Okay. Actually, no. Make it the person that's destroying the the wall.
Oh boy. Okay. Let me ask. Do we want the person who's strongest destroying the wall?
I got a +2 on strength. I'm happy to do it. If
I got a +3, so
okay,
that would be Brark. So
okay.
I'll roll for Brark. And then there's no modifier; it's just roll under your luck.
Yeah, equal to or under.
I just tied it. Brark has an insane luck score.
So
nice,
which is better than Groar, who had a 1.
The gods that be are quibbling over whether or not it's desecration, and they're like, nah, we'll let this one slide. You widen.
He might come up here.
Okay, you widen the entrance so that you can fit back through there. Now, the tunnel is still tight, but after you've widened the entrance, you can kind of push your way through. You have made a lot of noise.
I don't think we've been quiet at all. So
This entire time.
no, it's not what we do here.
But it's big enough now.
Yeah.
All right, let me see where this goes. Let's see. I'm going to tell he's up to Mausoleum 2 in Area 6. Map 1. Okay, let me see where Mausoleum 2 is. Mausoleum 2. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let me do something different here because I now just realized what I've done wrong in all this. So you would have actually come out of what's back here.
Oh.
You came down from the mausoleum, and then it's that's where this tunnel leads to. And so you should have been coming down this side, seeing the body first, and then going down. So let's just retcon a little bit, just a tiny bit, and say this happens on the other set of stairs.
Okay.
All right. Would have been helpful if I saw that there was a map included the first time.
Did anyone want
That's me. That's all me.
What's that, John?
Did anyone want to grab that guy's robes?
Yeah, the robes are perfectly intact, but it is size for a goblin.
That's not a problem. Kimball will put the robes on.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to still say that you had to break the wall to get in here just because it's fun.
Yeah.
But this time, what you see is after you guys get into this short tunnel, it is kind of a round room where there are prisoners hanging on the walls. This is where your backup characters are. Thieves captured. They're braced to the wall so that they're so like they're spread eagle, arms and legs, so that they're dangling on the walls. The keys are on your side of the door here, just they're on a hook.
Yeah, we'll grab the keys and then release the prisoners.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys now can replenish with your backup character.
I'm up to 3.
I have 4 now.
I'm at 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So apparently one of their band got away, and that's how word got out that the wizard had been killed. They don't know what killed it. Just something at that altar just reached down and bit his head right off.
Well, wasn't there all like the snake things around the altar?
Mm-hmm.
Animated snake.
Probably.
Ghost snake.
Voiced by James Earl Jones.
Yes.
I do
Talking about a riddle.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question about enchanting items.
Yeah.
So Telos, who is my new character, is an artificer and has the ability to enchant an item.
You certainly do. However, you do not have materials or the wealth to do it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how that worked, but okay. Makes sense. I was like, man, if I could just, make this crowbar glow, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any light sources in this room?
You know what? If you want to look around, I'll be kind. There is some straw on the ground and some debris that you could certainly make simple torches with. If only you had flint and tinder to light them.
Well, Gror is going to top up his medium-sized bag of night soil.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a fair amount of that in here.
Yes. Okay. No, you could just actually use that hammer to strike some of these iron chains and bonds that are holding your characters to the wall, and that will make enough of a spark that you can get some torches. So if you want to get some torches, you can. Keep in mind that does ruin the low light and other vision of those that are close by.
You know what? At this point, I have one human that's dead. I have a low light vision, so I can just have my 2 characters tied together.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Okay.
But you can still go ahead and fashion some torches for later if you want.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I have a human now. So
So how many do we want to make? Like 2?
we could
probably just 1.
Roll me a d10. Roll me a 1. 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 Roll me a 1.
Brad, did you roll it or did I roll it?
I just rolled it now. 3.
And what'd you roll, Chuck?
I didn't roll. Let me roll.
Go ahead and roll.
4.
We'll do 4. You guys can make 4 torches.
Okay.
If we want, we could have the humans hang back a little bit together.
Yeah.
So they can see, and those that don't need a torch can move ahead.
No.
And
Yeah,
they
that's
still
cool.
have their low light and thermal vision.
Yeah.
Torch will go for about 30 feet, so just as long as you're outside of that, so you're just 30 feet behind if something happens.
Okay.
All right. You are not seeing any other entrance or exit down here. So getting back out, as far as you can tell, will be going down into the Golem pit again and going back up the other side and going up through that tunnel that goes back to the mausoleum.
So just looped around.
Yep, it basically went sloping passage down to the Golem area and then up to this altar and hidden room, and that's it. There's no other passages in here that you're seeing. And the thieves actually tell you, it's like, yeah, we were pretty sure we found something special, but before we got caught, there's nothing else down here. This hole.
Well, where did you find this goblin guy? How did he get
We
you?
saw it. He put us in here and he put us on the wall. He did the spell like thing. He did the mumbo jumbo and his eyes crossed and we couldn't move. And he put us on the
where
wall.
Where'd he come from?
I didn't see. He just snuck up on us, but we did see
Out
whatever
in
it
the
was that
cemetery?
bit his head off. I'm pretty sure it was a big snake. It's probably a snake. Probably.
Snakes tend to do that.
They can.
Yeah. Just came out of nowhere.
Hmm.
I hear wizards can do that.
Okay.
I mean, if anybody wants to search around, you can to see if
Yeah.
there's any other hidden passages and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
That's not a terrible idea.
I'm just going to take the best bonus from each of your characters.
Oh, mine would be 2.
I think it might be 1,
2.
or maybe 2.
Okay. You spend some time going over things, and you're really not seeing any other way up or down.
Okay.
You do find a few things, though.
Hmm.
So since the torch was lit, and you guys are getting a better look at the altar area, I'm assuming, at some time you're all crossing into the light and seeing this.
Mhm.
You did miss that there was a sacrificial dagger laying, just a little bit away from the body. It looks very ornate. Might be worth some money. Might have some special effects. There's a ring and a whole bunch of copper pieces that are painted gold.
Yeah.
That's how you do.
Brooke is going to grab that dagger.
Okay.
Kimball will grab the ring.
Okay. The ring has 5 small gems embedded in the band.
Okay. When in doubt, put the ring on.
Okay. Let me look up a tuning real quick because this is magical. I didn't expect you guys would be interfacing with magic, so let me just look real quick.
And your head explodes.
Oh, it's not in this book. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Roll me a d20, and we're going to say add your intelligence bonus to it.
Okay. Let me double check my intelligence. It's a 2. All right. I got a dirty 20.
Perfect. Okay. It is magical. It's a ring of flying. Unfortunately, it only has 5 charges to go along with each of the small gems that's embedded in it, at least until you can find someone to re-energize it. It will allow you to fly for 1 minute per gem that is on it.
How high is the ceiling in here?
Good 30 feet. It took a while for you to come down this slanting area.
Mm-hmm. You think he was just hanging out up there, like heard him coming and just hung out at the ceiling and dropped out on him?
He did come out of just nowhere. He was there, and then he did the mumbo jumbo with the eyes crossing, and we couldn't move.
Yeah.
I'll look up. Anything up there?
No. It's actually it's not a worked ceiling. It's a rock ceiling. You go up there, but it
Okay.
is definitely high enough that he could have been lurking up here and just dropped down to catch them unawares.
Okay.
But you don't see any passages up here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he could have been hiding up there. There's nowhere to go.
Huh.
I'm going to
I'm gonna
assume you
go
didn't
kinda-
burn a charge to do that. You just
No, I just
looked real good, took a good
looked.
look.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Uh,
just high enough up that it would be outside of torchlight. So
Okay.
yeah, you
Rourke,
would. Somebody could definitely hide up there.
Rourke is going to go over to where the body was on the dais
Mhm.
and kind of like hunker down and look up, like thinking where maybe like blood spatter and whatnot. You know?
Yeah, it's looking up at that point. Actually, make me an intelligence check. Just D20 plus your intelligence. Just kind of
Yep. I
get
just gotta
a
look it up.
get a thought
Okay.
for things.
Makes it easy. All my characters are relatively not bright.
Mhm.
14.
Okay. Again, you don't see any passage or anything, but you kind of get a
Mhm.
good feel for where this would be spatially if you were to go straight up, where this would be in the graveyard above you. But you don't actually see like an entrance or anything up there at all.
Okay. We should go up.
Okay.
Gonna trudge back through and get back into the graveyard.
Yeah, and see if I can find that spot from above.
Okay.
Um,
That'll be number 4. Get back to it. So trudge. You guys get back up to the top. The two beings that were up there that were eating a corpse have moved along and they're whistling. They're apparently digging up bodies and eating them.
As you do.
As you do.
Yep.
I mean, you
Mhm.
get hungry after a while.
Hey, you fellas mind if we take a look here?
They just shrug. So you want to look into the grave? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this grave, excuse me. You can't read the stone anymore. One time it had something on it, but must have been someone special because they've got burial goods. There's a scattering of gold pieces. There looks like a hand crossbow that's been kept in a pretty good condition, oil wrapped with 30 corals in there. There's quiver of 30 bolts, all buried with this creature. Looking at it, it was probably an orc.
Oh, that's good eating.
A little burly. It's been eaten.
Yeah.
What was left of it. Yeah,
It was good eating.
yeah, they're unearthing fairly fresh corpses
Mhm.
Okay.
to eat up.
Well, I mean, if they're just interested in the corpses, it would be a shame to let that money go.
And that crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular want that?
Chuck, roll me a d12.
You got it. 7.
All right, you find 7 gold pieces,
Nice.
hand crossbow, and 30 a quiver with 30 bolts in it.
Okay.
And just because, not that you would know, but just for notation, whoever's going to take that, they are d6 plus 4 bolts. Is the damage.
Damn.
I mean, Kimball's got a +3 to dexterity, but he's good with his razor. So if anyone else needs a crossbow,
I mean, best I got is a +2 for a couple of them. So
I think how this works at 0 level, you're not trained with crossbows. I don't believe anyone is. So you would be using it as. Let me check something real quick here. Yeah, actually, it's just like DCC. So like you're proficient with anything you find at 0 level.
okay.
But you don't get the extra damage dice and other things, like you don't get to add your strength or dex to extra damage dice.
So is this grave that we're looking in? Is this the one that the two were eating out of?
They were sitting in before and they've moved on. They're digging up other ones. So this is the one they were freshly eating from when you guys found them.
I'm still trying to suss out which one it was
Lines
that
up.
Further in, like it's hard to see everything because of this
Yeah.
low kind of fog everywhere, but it's more north towards the center of all things here.
Rourke will lead the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go further into the cemetery, you see another mausoleum. The door is closed on this one. And there's an open grave, and the place that kind of was straight up from where you were is a little further on. If you want to push through and ignore these, or you can take a look at these things.
The open grave.
Mhm.
What's going on there?
So you look around, scanning various tombstones and searching the ground for anything useful. You're seeing some names and dates written in Goblin, and some in Orcish. Some are just a series of scratches and strange markings. You see a dim light coming from the open grave.
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's,
you said you're doing
have a
this. Which character was it that's stepping forward?
It would have been Telos.
Okay, make me a will save, please.
Let's see. +1 on will saving throws.
Yep.
Okay.
D20, roll high.
So D20, and I get a +2. 13.
Okay. You take several steps forward, fully wanting to do a swan dive into that open grave, but then you kind of stop yourself and clear your head before you do so.
Okay, cool. Phew.
Yep. So you're just on the edge of the grave and looking down, and there's like this scintillating, just pulsing light at the bottom of the grave.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a couple of steps back.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just an orb of light?
Not an orb, just like the whole bottom of the grave just seems to be glowing and pulsing with this light. You didn't see anything else down there, but the light was very bright.
Huh. I'd like to find a stick on the ground and toss it in.
You toss it into the light. You do not hear it striking bottom. You do not see it sticking up. It just goes through the light.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hmm.
I just threw a stick in there and it just went away. Do you think it's a way in somewhere, or?
I don't know. I guess there'd only be one way to find out.
Let's see.
Yeah. I know where this is going, and I don't like it. We could go grab one of them corpse-eating dudes and toss him at the light and see if he dies or
They might get angry
disappears.
and want to fight us, though.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Morgul, the reinforcement I got, he's like, I'll check it out. He's a goblin. He'll go like scuttle down there and stick his head in.
That's a trooper.
Okay, I tell you what. Make me a reflex save to get down there safely without falling completely through the light.
How about I've got rope. Can we just tie a rope around the goblin and?
Sure. After I said that,
Well,
I'll let you do it.
no,
I'll
you're
let
right.
you do
You're right.
it.
I got 13.
Okay, you're fine. You stick your head through. And you don't hit your head on the bottom of the grave. What you do is your head is sticking down, overlooking like pools of lava. You see gray, dead looking flesh things just kind of like just standing and looking around. Very hellish scape down here.
Whoop. We don't want to go there.
Okay, great.
It was a bad place.
I hope they.
We should cover that with dirt.
I hope they enjoyed the stick.
But was there treasure?
It was actually not treasure. Quite
Okay.
the opposite.
If lava is treasure, yes.
Treasure. And IRS agents.
Okay. Well, keep looking.
Okay.
Yep.
So you want to keep going past the mausoleum that I mentioned and just keep going towards.
Well, we had good luck with the last mausoleum.
Let's check that out.
Let's check
Okay.
this.
You should knock first.
Absolutely, we should knock first.
It's the polite thing to do.
Absolutely.
Okay. Who knocks?
Roar.
Okay, you hear a responding knock on the other side. The same number, same cadence you did.
This one's occupied.
I mean, we just got to talk to him. Kimball will yell kind of into the door. If we open this up, are you going to try and hurt and or eat us?
You hear something. You don't know if the response was to the affirmative or negative.
I mean,
You got any bonus to listening?
No.
You don't know. There was some response.
There's something in there. It didn't say if it was angry or not. Do we bypass this or do we risk it?
I think we should risk it.
Okay, let's risk it.
All right.
Brock is like,
what are you people doing? What's going on here? What do you? All right, who opens the door, or how do you open the door?
I'll have my character Ubla shoulder the door open.
Okay. It easily opens. You actually fall inside as there's you hear like something snap on the other side, and like a clay, like an ornament of some kind is shattered from the inside and kind of drops at the door with some kind of sigil on it. And you see standing in front of you is a massive orc warrior. At least he used to be. Most of his flesh is rotted away. There's a blazing red and where his eyes are. He's wielding this huge great axe. He's wearing plate armor. And he looks down at the broken seal, looks over to you, and there's a grin as he comes forward and going, brains.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Go ahead. Roll initiative. I think we got time for this. Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah.
I have a dumb idea.
Okay, I got a 5.
He's slow. I rolled 5, which makes it a 6. All right. Phase 1. Anyone got phase 1? 2?
I do have phase 1.
Phase 1. What do you want to do? Your characters are not standing in front of the mausoleum. It was Chuck's character that shouldered it aside, but you do see this creature as well. What do you want to do?
And he's armored too. Okay, so Kira is going to ask, are we going to fight this thing or do we just want to run away?
Okay, speaking more than a single word is your major action.
Okay.
So you ask that. And what does your other character do?
Let's see. He is a bit weak, so he is going to wait for general consensus.
Okay, holding an action until. All right,
yes,
that's fine.
sir.
Pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, 4.
Me.
Okay.
You at 4 or are you at 5?
Yep, I had 4.
All right. What do you want to do?
All 4 of my characters run over towards where the grave with the portal to hell was, and Gror in particular just is like, "Come eat my brain, come get me."
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I like that. There actually is an ability that you don't have, but I'll let you roll it. That would do that.
Okay.
Okay, here. Let me look it up real quick. Let me pull up my list of things here. I think it's, let's see, is it taunt? You know what? I think it is a special ability, but we'll still do it this way. Go ahead and roll me a d20. Add your charisma to it.
21.
Oh, okay. Its eyes kind of look over Chuck's character that opened the door at the commotion that you're making. What do your other characters want to do?
They ran over and they're doing kind of the same thing. They're like, come on.
All right. I would say you would have to use your major action to move that far.
Yeah.
So you double move, run over there. Sounds good.
Yep.
That's at 4. 5. Chuck.
Yeah. So is the big zombie chasing John's character?
It hasn't gone yet. So,
Oh.
yeah.
We're just going to get out of the way and try and like hide around the corner.
Okay.
Let's
You're
not
not in
interfere
melee
with
yet,
his
so
plan.
sure. You can move out of the way and get around the corner. That's
Yeah.
at 5.
Can Telos go and run
Yeah.
by the smart people by the grave?
Sure, that's fine. If you wanted to use your
Yep.
if then for that, that's fine. 6, it goes, and it starts making a beeline for John's character, just plotting, dragging its great axe behind it, carving, in the stone, the axe is carving a path as it goes towards John's character. Since there's nobody directly around it, and it's being attracted by John's character, no attack. It's just going to double move, so it will run as best as it can in that
In the
direction.
spirit of fairness, Kira did her major action close by.
Okay, you still have move though. So did you not want to move?
Oh, if she has movement,
Yeah.
she would have hauled butt out of there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there we go. So we're back at, I guess, 4, initiative past 4. So John, it has lumbered near you. It is not in melee yet, but it's now within a quick rush to be in melee with you.
Okay. So they've kind of got a dumb plan, which is that Groar is going to try to, since it seems to be focused on Groar, he's going to like try to sidestep it as it comes up to him, and then Mordo and Blarg are going to try to push it from behind, and Morgul is going to go like dive in front of its feet to trip it, and going to try to topple it into the thing.
Sure. Here's what we're going to do, because this is exactly what this kind of situation I think falls under when we're going to do a group check for something, and we're going to do a contested group check.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a d20.
Okay.
And you're going to roll all the modifiers from each person that is involved. So the ones that are trying to trip him can use either dex or strength, whatever you think makes sense for what the character's doing. Add all those modifiers up and roll a d20.
Okay. All the modifiers together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then roll the d20. And then it's going to be versus him rolling a d20 and probably strength.
Sorry, mathing. Okay.
Ooh, but 14 is good.
Okay.
All right, so his strength is, he's got a fairly high strength though. So bonus of 4. Oh, you do it. It is a marvelous combination of maneuvering between all your characters. The orc falls into the pit and disappears. And I tell you what, using the best luck of any of your characters, go ahead and make me a luck check to see if he leaves behind his axe.
That's a pass.
It is a great axe, doing 3 points of damage extra, plus 3.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Now, that is a great axe, meaning that your character has to have a strength in excess of 11 to use it.
Blarg would be the most fitting.
Yeah.
He's got a 16.
Yeah, there you go. You've got a great axe now. And I think we're at time. So you have successfully the zombie orc warrior prince or king of some sort, given that he's got his own mausoleum to himself. It was kitted out with all kinds of magic that you're just going to get the axe, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
As it passes into the realm of Hades below you. So we'll end it there with session 1 of our Immortals box set playthrough. And again, we're doing 0 level. We're going through and just testing out the rules. There's a lot of rules that we won't get to until we hit first level. So you're a good ways into this module. So probably one more session and we'll be out of 0 level, and we'll have you guys level up, choose a class and path, and that's where the rest of the stuff comes up. Let's see, for Chuck, I'm gonna throw this out here, Chuck. Boom. Folks should back Skin City.
Yeah.
Check out that Kickstarter link right there.
Right there.
Chuck, anything else you want to plug?
Skin City, back that. It's great. I've also got my other game, Teenage Odyssey, that you can buy on Drive-Thru RPG. And I think on Defenders of Cobalt this week, hopefully we'll finally be back to Night Below. Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else got anything they would like to plug?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, for myself, if you find the channel, you know where I am, but also go to BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. We've got a lot of years of silliness like this and silliness not like this, but still silliness. You should check that out. And all of our social links are there as well. And if you're liking what we're seeing so far, this game has successfully funded. It's in the editing and final tweaking stages before layout. This was right here, the original Kickstarter. You can get some more information about the game there. I'm sure you will be providing at some point a pre-order or link to be able to buy it post Kickstarter as well. So, you know, keep looking at that. And we'll probably play several more games of this as we go through. I definitely want to see what leveling is like. And there we are. Guys, thanks for playing. Say goodbye to everybody.
Thanks, Bert.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Everybody, thanks for watching.